If you're looking for statement art or hoping to find that extra special gift, Joe Tricker Glass has a beautiful range on show. Let's take a look inside. Hi Joe, now a bit of an interesting story. Tell me, how did you fall into this career?
Well, I got into it in a roundabout way because I actually started out doing mosaics about 13 years ago, and I was so into it that I ended up going to Tasmania to the Australia-New Zealand symposium for mosaicists. And during that symposium they had a speaker who lived a long way out into the countryside from Hobart, and she was making huge sort of sculptures that would go on the edge of cliffs and things like that. And one of the sculptures she made was a bird that had a 6-metre wingspan, and every single one of the little feathers on her bird was made from a fused piece of glass. And so I looked at that and thought it was just fascinating. How do you do that? And then I quickly signed up for my first workshop, and I've basically been hooked ever since, really like a magpie. So yeah, sort of went from there.
And can you tell us about the style of pieces that you create?
So basically I work with fused and flame glass. So my fused work is sort of contemporary really. It's based on or inspired by images of things I see in books, can be inspired by the things my children have done. I usually like to use a lot of bright colours, and have only really just touched on the number of techniques that are available for fusing, so I've got still quite a long way to go on my journey, but just absolutely love it.
Now, can you talk us through a couple of your pieces?
Yeah, sure. The first piece I'd like to talk about is this little flamework strawberry. This was inspired by 7 families who live in my street who meet up every couple of weeks on a Friday. One of the first Fridays just before Christmas, everybody had a plate of strawberries, and I thought that would be a really neat thing to make in glass. So my next piece is this. This is a fused piece. So this is a plate. So it's basically made from 2 flat pieces of glass. It's one of my favourite pieces just because of the silver and black parts that are in the middle that look like part of the volcano that comes down when you have an eruption or with lava. So yeah, that's one of my fused pieces.
Well, they're all absolutely beautiful. So how long is the process and time it takes to make each of these works of art?
Right, so for the flame working, a very basic small bead that is, say, just one colour can take about 6 minutes. Something larger that is, say, a larger sculpture, even something that's, say, just that big, can take up to 45 to 60 minutes to actually make, within the flame of the torch before it goes into the kiln. For the fusing, that can take up to a whole day to actually cut the glass and to lay the pattern on top. And then it has a minimum of 2 firings in a large kiln. The first firing to fuse or adhere the glass together, and the second firing to create this shape within a slump cycle.
And do you do commissioned pieces?
Yes, I do, and I think like any artist, commission work is really fun because you're making something obviously for a specific person in mind. And also once you've talked to the customer and you've got to know them and you've got to know their personality, it really gives your work a lot more meaning, and it makes it a lot more special to actually make it for someone that you sort of know.
So where exactly are you located, and how can viewers get in contact with you?
I'm located in the Country Originals complex because we have 3 other artisans working alongside me. So we are at 514 Cambridge Road, Tauriko, Tauranga, and we're about 2 kilometres off State Highway 29. And you can contact me on my website, joetrickerglass.com. That also has an online sales component. Or you can phone us on 07 543 5345.
Thanks, Joe. Well, those pieces are absolutely stunning and functional too. So next time you're in the area, make sure you make a stop at Joe Tricker Glass just off State Highway 29.